Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to my kitchen, or welcome if you are new. I am Denise, and tonight for dinner I am making garlic butter steak bites with Parmesan cheese sauce. In here I have about 20 ounces of beef that I cubed up, and I add a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. Give that a stir. And then I'm going to make a seasoning mix. I need 2 tablespoons of paprika. I'm going to go a little bit less because the recipe calls for 2 pounds of meat. And I don't have quite 2 pounds. And I need a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. So I'll probably do 3/4 of a tablespoon. And a tablespoon of onion powder. Again, probably 3/4. And 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And pepper. A little less than a teaspoon. And same with the salt. I don't have any thyme, so I'm just going to do the oregano. Probably a 1/4 teaspoon. Give this all a mix. Pour this over the beef. Give this a good stir. I'm going to let this sit here so this beef can come up to room temperature and all these spices can get absorbed into the beef. And I will bring you back when I start the cooking process. Okay, I have about 2 tablespoons of oil in this pan. Heat it up. So now I'm going to add the steak pieces to this. And I'm going to let them cook undisturbed for a couple minutes. And then I will give them a flip after I get them in a single layer here. Okay, those are going to cook for a couple minutes. Okay, friends, my steak bites have cooked. So now I'm going to remove them from the pan. I washed this bowl already. And now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. In here I have mashed potatoes that I took out of the freezer and I heated them up. Now I'm going to add some smoked Gouda cheese to it. Let that get all melty. to add a tablespoon of garlic, minced garlic. Cook this until it gets fragrant. Now I'm going to add the steak back into this. Cook it for another minute or so. Okay, I'm going to remove the steak once again. I'm going to add or put tin foil over this. Says to keep it moist. Now, I'm going to add 2 more tablespoons of butter. And about a half a tablespoon more of garlic. Turn my heat up to a medium. Oh, that cheese is getting all nice and melted. Now I'm going to whisk in 1.5 cups of heavy cream. And I'm also going to add some chopped onion. It's probably about a half a cup's worth. I'm going to let this simmer for 3 to 5 minutes. So it reduces a little bit. Okay, this has been simmering for several minutes now. So I'm going to put in some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Get this melted. Potatoes are looking great. Cheese is all melted on there. And I am going to go ahead and put the steak bites right in this sauce mixture. Now this is a new to us recipe, so when we get done eating I'll come back and let you know what we thought of it. I will have the recipe linked below in the description box for you. Okay, this smells amazing. Put a little bit of potatoes down on the plate. Put some gravy on the potatoes. and some steak bites. There you have it. That's good. Garlic butter steak bites with Parmesan cream sauce. That's what's for dinner tonight. And I'll be back in a little bit to let you know what we thought of it. Okay, friends, I just want to pop back on here and let you know that this dinner was very good. I recommend this recipe. I'll have it linked for you below in the description box. And I'll be making it again someday. As you can see, there's just a little bit left for my husband's lunch one of these days. We'll see you tomorrow. Good afternoon, friends. Happy Saturday. Tonight I am going to make a smothered pork chop scalloped potato casserole. Here I have 2 thick boneless pork chops. I'm going to season with Lawry's seasoning salt and some pepper. You're just going to do this to taste. I'm heating up about a tablespoon of oil in this pan here. I'm just going to set these in here and I'm going to brown them on each side. So while those are browning, I am going to slice up. I got 3 potatoes here. I'm just going to slice them right back into this cold water so they don't brown up on me. I have my slicer here on the 2nd setting. Okay, there's my potatoes, nice and thinly sliced. And I have a half of an onion here, thinly sliced. I'm going to use this baking dish. It's about a 7 by 11. I'm only doing half the recipe. Okay. I'm going to need some flour. And I'm going to need 3/4 cup of milk. And a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. I'm going to mix up chicken bouillon with a 1/2 cup of warm water. So I'm going to need a 1/2 teaspoon of bouillon. Set this aside. And I need to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. Set them aside. Turn my heat down a little bit. Add a little bit more oil because I have to do onion and garlic now. Just gonna saute these up. This is a half of the onion, thinly sliced. Now I'm going to add about 1½ cloves of minced garlic. Now I'm going to add about 1½ tablespoons of flour. We're going to get this raw flour taste cooked out. We're going to stir this around for about a minute or so. Now I'm going to add the chicken broth and the milk. Scrape up all that brown goodness on the bottom of the pan. I'm going to let this cook for a little bit for it to thicken up. So while that's getting thickened up, I am going to start layering these potatoes into this pan. Nice and thin. And then I'm also going to need shredded cheddar cheese. Okay, that's thickened up pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to pour half of this over this potato mixture. And I'm going to top with shredded cheddar cheese. Now I'm going to layer some more potatoes on here. Okay, now I'm going to dump the last of this sauce on here. And some more cheddar cheese. I'm going to set the pork chops on here. And cover this with foil. And it's going to bake for an hour. And then I'm going to remove the foil and bake it for another 15-20 minutes or until everything is done. So I'll bring you back when we plate up. Okay, our smothered pork chop scallop potato casserole is done. It was in the 350-degree oven, covered for an hour, and then I uncovered it and it was in there for another 20 minutes. And I temped the pork chops. They are done. And I heated us up a can of corn. Oh, take a look at these. There you have it, friends. That's our dinner tonight. Smothered pork chop, scallop potato casserole, and some corn. This is a new to us recipe, so when I get done with eating supper, I'll come back and let you know what we thought of it. Okay, friends, I am happy to report back to you that this recipe was very good. If you have the recipe like I did, I wouldn't be afraid to make the full recipe for the sauce, because I think it could have used it. But all in all, this was very good. We will definitely be making this one again. We will see you tomorrow. Good afternoon, friends. Happy Sunday. Today I'm going to make easy baked chicken parmesan. So I need to preheat my oven to 425 degrees. In this pan, I am going to bring water to a boil for the fettuccine. Baking dish here for the chicken. So what I'm going to do is salt, well no, I'm going to coat the chicken. I have about 1/3 cup of milk here. And then about 1/3 cup of panko crumbs that I have salt and pepper on also, or in here. I'm going to coat both of these. This is one big chicken breast that I cut in half horizontally. So I have 2 thinner ones. As soon as that oven is preheated, these will go in for about 10 minutes. And I forgot to line that pan with foil. Make for easier cleanup. And here I have just under 6 ounces of fettuccine. So once this water boils, I'm going to put them in and cook that to according to package directions. And then this is going to go in the oven until it reaches 150 degrees. And then I'll take it out and bring you back for the rest. Okay, friends, my chicken has reached the 150 degree mark, or real close to it. So I'm going to take these out now. And I am going to put some warmed up marinara sauce on here. This is just the jarred, great value kind. Should have heated up a little bit more, but it'll be good. Okay, now I'm going to put mozzarella cheese on the top. Took this out of the freezer a little earlier. And then while the chicken was in the oven, shredded up some Parmesan. And I'm going to put that on. And then these are going to go back in the oven until they reach the internal temperature of 165 degrees. So when we get to that point, I'll bring you back when we plate up. Okay, friends, our dinner is ready. I took the internal temperature and it reached 165. So I put some sauce right on the fettuccine because that's how I like it. So there's the fettuccine. And the chicken breast with marinara, mozzarella, and Parmesan. And that is our dinner tonight. Chicken Parmesan over fettuccine. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.